Hey, I'm Whispers of Darkness. The story you're about to hear is based on true events shared by Hazel. My parents divorced when I was around 7 years old. My mom got custody of us and the house. She always blamed my grandma, my dad's mother, for the divorce. Grandma had a deep-seated hatred for us and made life miserable. We had to take her in as she got older, but she was never thankful. She'd claimed to feed me and my sister, but left us hungry for hours. She was messy, made us clean up after her, and constantly belittled my dad for marrying my mom. Mary, she'd call us worthless and make us cry often. Eventually, my dad left, taking grandma with him. A few weeks after the divorce, my sister and I decided to play tag in our backyard. It was a scorching summer day, and our neighborhood was known for stray cats that would often rest under our house for shade. But that day, not a single cat showed up. We went to the alley where they usually stayed, only to find them hissing in the direction of our house. We tried to brush it off, but something caught my sister's attention near a dumpster. She pointed and shouted, "Sis, look, look, oh, the poor thing." I squinted and saw it, a strange, red shape. As I got closer, I realized it was the head of a kitten. A wooden stick was drilled straight through its skull, its eyes forever wide in terror. My sister wanted to pick it up, but I stopped her, and we ran back to the house. Waiting on our porch was the rest of the kitten's body, dried blood cresting over it. The chest had been split open, and hot stones had replaced its organs. We screamed and ran inside, terrified, knowing this wasn't a mere accident. A few days passed, and my sister and I tried to distract ourselves by watching TV. We convinced ourselves that some thugs were playing a cruel joke on us, but then we heard another cat's agonized cry coming from the basement. We rushed downstairs and found another kitten, its heart ripped out, but instead of eyes, it had two dark, empty pits where its eyes should have been. I thought the nightmare ended there, but it followed me into my sleep. I would wake up, unable to move, paralyzed. I'd see a man with glowing red eyes standing where my sister's bed should have been. He'd climb onto my chest, pressing down until I couldn't breathe. Then, I'd wake up, gasping for air. These dreams became so frequent I had to tell my mom. One night, I went to her room and found her crying. She said no one would buy the house, and no apartments would take us in. I tried to comfort her, but she asked why I was awake. I broke down, telling her about the kittens and the man from my nightmares. Her face grew pale with fear. She told me this wasn't a coincidence. It was the work of black magic. People who make deals with dark forces can curse others, and someone had targeted us. She immediately called a woman named Lady Blanca. Half an hour later, this mysterious woman arrived. Her appearance was strange, and the fear in her eyes scared me even more. "Whatever's in this house can kill you," she warned us. As she inspected the house, she said she felt the presence of a demon, a man with red eyes. I told her I'd seen him in my dreams. She ran into my room and yelled, "You must leave this family alone." Lady Blanca flipped over my bed and started pounding on the floorboards, asking for a hammer. My mom brought her one, and she pried a board loose, revealing a small, white box with Latin writing. As she read it aloud, her face grew tense, deaf. Inside the box were the bones of a cat. She explained that this was a curse. Someone had sacrificed the mother and her kittens to invite the demon into our home. She took the box and left. The next morning, my mom received a call from an apartment manager. They had accepted her application, and we could move in by Monday. It was as if a heavy weight had been lifted off our shoulders. A week later, Lady Blanca called us, letting us know that the demon was gone and that we were safe. My mom asked how this happened. Lady Blanca explained that someone who lived in the house before us had left a curse. They must have had a life where others took care of them, but they wanted their misery to linger after they were gone. My mom frowned and stared at me. I knew exactly who she was thinking of. Grandma was the last person to live in that house before us. If this story sent shivers down your spine, like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Until next time, sweet dreams.